So they fixed the bug with level snapshotting, but it's like whack-a-mole. They fixed one and another one came up. So the bug previously was done with 11 stone rings, and also, as you can see from the thing here, the collapsing horizon quarterstaff would also do this, but it did something special. It give plus 15 levels to elemental invocation because it had all three elemental tags: fire, lightning, and cold. So you can actually get plus 15 with this staff. It's pretty interesting. I didn't know about this, but it wouldn't really help with lightning builds or most builds really, because when you equip your wand with plus levels on it, it would get rid of the snapshot because it update. So it'd be meaningless for most builds unless you're actually running like elemental invocation and no levels on your wand. So that's a pretty like specific kind of build, I guess. So I didn't really talk about that. But now you can see like when I try to do the bug, right? I have 91,000 damage and put them on, snapshot it like I just used it before. It's 100 flat. I'm gonna put the old rings back on, back down to 90. Wait, what 90? I'm supposed to have 91. What's going on here? So apparently you can do this thing with so whenever you equip, or this is how I suspect it works in the background, whenever you equip a thing with levels, it would update all the levels, right? And they updated that to also affect these rings. So whenever you unequip these rings, the levels update. But it seems like the mana is not like whenever your mana changes, it does not update your damage. So like here, yeah, see this is right. So if I equip and unequip this ring gives me 179 mana. So my mana goes from 2100 to 1700. So I lose 400 mana basically. And because I have arcane intensity, this is supposed to give me 3% cell damage per 100 mana, right? So my damage should have gone down um with this ring, but it didn't change at all. So it has no other damage mods, right? So it has no damage affixes, so only the mana would affect the damage. But when I equip it and unequip it, my damage doesn't change. So 91, equip this. You can see it have dream fragments here as well for testing, and it also doesn't affect, even though the mana is way higher. So when you equip things with mana, it doesn't update your damage, right? So what that means is you can also do this backwards. So you can equip dream fragments, update your damage so that it's higher, and equip your normal ring. 93,000 instead of 91, right? Let's do that damage. Not too much, like 2 or 3% more damage, nothing significant, but it's also another thing they forgot to fix, and you might see it here. Might have already noticed it. There's a little belief. Still snapshots like before. So you just stop and incinerate here. You can see it's 24 mana per second. And then when I equip this, there's no belief for 2 extra levels. Its mana cost doesn't change. It's still 24. But when I forcibly update by unequipping and equipping my scepter, which has levels on it, it updates 30 mana a second. And then you can also go ahead and remove it, and it's still 30 mana a second, and equip, let's say, my regular jewel, which does a lot more damage. Still 30 mana a second. So it does the extra damage, plus the extra mana. He's got 2 levels of Incinerate for free. So you can do it with any skill. You just have to find the right Prism of Belief. I just had this one, and these are hard to sell because no one plays Incinerate, so I just had this for testing. But you could do this with any skill. So yeah, those are still the 2 ways of snapshotting. You can still snapshot your mana for arcane density damage, and you can still snapshot levels with the Brazil Belief. And one more thing with the snapshotting with Dream Fragments, if you have a ring like this, which has damage on it, lightning damage, it will update because I guess they changed it so that whenever there's an affix with damage, it updates all your damage. So you can see here if I equip Dream Fragments over this ring, which has damage on it, and then I change step there to update the arcane density damage. I put the old ring back on, same damage for 96,000. 96,000. Yeah, so that's all the new snapshotting techniques. Do it that